Okay, well, thank you for joining us for today's session. Half hour, it's going to be quick, but it's going to be a lot of information. The good news is I am recording this. I will send everyone who's registered a link. If the bad news is that we are way overbooked on this session, so some of you may not be able to get in today, and I hope people are not really upset about that. Typically what happens is we are overbooked and then, a lot of people don't log in anyway. But just in case some of you wanted to attend the live session of this new 2020 Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness Program webinar, we are hosting another session a week from today, same time, a week from today. And I'll be sending everyone who's registered today a link so that you can register for next Tuesday, just in case some of you are not able to get in because this session is crazy booked. So lots and lots of interest in this. So 30 minutes recorded. I'll send you a link so you can view it even if you don't get in today. And you can share the video with others. Please do share it widely in your region, in your state. And because this is a very, very important topic, I think, as indicated by just the amount of people that have registered, just a huge amount of interest in the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness Program. And so we've got 3 objectives, if you can see on the screen here, 3 objectives for today's 30-minute webinar. The first is to explore the improved contents of the single session evidence-informed Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness, or PPW program manuals. We have a high school and a middle school version. So these are updated manuals, hot off the press. Just came out, so we've updated them, new slides, new content, more interaction, and now more important than ever, they have protocols so that you can provide the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness Program online. You can provide it online or remotely to youth because of the the COVID deal, obviously. So that's a good thing. And why evidence informed? Well, because vaping PPW is founded on the evidence-based sport prevention plus wellness program. So hasn't been evaluated like sport. That's why we call it evidence informed, because it's founded on an evidence-based program and model. However, you might consider this evidence-based practices because it is a screening and brief intervention, and SAMHSA, Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, has identified screening and brief interventions as an evidence-based practice. So evidence-informed program, evidence-based practice, that's the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness Program. That's number 1. We're going to look at the manual content very quickly. Number 2, second objective for today is to review the updated PowerPoint slides, built in more interaction, which is very important, particularly I think in a group setting, whether that be face-to-face with a group or online. And then thirdly, to identify new reproducible materials in the digital download. So when you, let's say that you're interested in this program after today, or maybe some of you are already using it. We've got people throughout the country using it. So if you're using this program, you know that it can have a real public health effect because it's a single session. You can get it to almost every youth and really make a difference in young people's lives. It's based on good research, good theory, screening, brief intervention, and it's a single purchase program. So you get your program manual with your scripts in the manual to implement it to youth individually or in a group, face-to-face or remotely. And you get your digital download, your link, you copy it to a computer, and then you can make countless copies. You can implement this to hundreds, thousands, millions of young people if you want to. It's yours, one purchase, and then you could just go at it and provide a real impact in your communities and state. So again, just one more comment. Next Tuesday, May 5th, 11:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Pacific Time, we'll be having this 30-minute webinar. If you want to learn more about the Vaping PPW program, go to our website, preventionpluswellness.com, and point your cursor at programs and scroll down to the Vaping PPW program, and that's where you'll learn more about the vaping program. Vaping PPW, here it is. Here's the manual, the high school, the new 2020 high school version of the manual. That's what it looks like. We have a middle school version as well. If you think we should have an elementary school version, if you think that would be something you would use, let us know. If you pre-order something for us, that will motivate us to create that for you. By the way, we will stop for some Q&A before the 30-minute time is up. So locate your live chat on your screen, your Zoom screen, and you can type in comments and questions anytime during this session, and we'll look at those. And we will break, like I said, about 20 minutes for some Q&A. I'll stay as long as you want for interaction after today's content presentation. So here's the table of contents. There's 7 sections. You can see what they are. There's an introduction to the program, a good description of it. Secondly, there's step-by-step directions for implementation. That said, we also provide 2-hour live training on all of our programs for program implementers. So we could hop online and provide 2 hours live tailored training to you and your organization on how to implement any of our programs, including the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness program. If you want the high school version, you want the middle school version, we can do that training and tailor it to your needs. So for example, if you're going to be presenting this or thinking of presenting it online, let's say to a group, or maybe remotely by phone, or whatever the case may be, we could tailor the training to address that and help you be successful with that. So that's section 2, step-by-step directions. Section 3 is a copy of the screening survey and the goal plan. All Prevention Plus Wellness programs are a 3-step process. Screen youth for their current health habits. That includes, in this case, vaping or using e-cigarettes, but also protective wellness behaviors, or if we look at the other side of that coin, chronic disease risks. So we are, all Prevention Plus Wellness programs also promote physical activity, sports, healthy nutrition, sleep, and to a lesser extent, stress control. So, so you'll get the screening survey. You screen youth for their current health habits, all those health habits. You provide feedback by showing slides, triggering those desired images, future images of themselves, engage in those wellness behaviors. That increases motivation for change, and then you capitalize on that by walking young people through goal setting and contracting, not just to avoid substance use, not just to avoid vaping, but also to engage in protective wellness behaviors. So that's all in section 3, screening survey, goal plan, which are part of the vaping and all PPW programs. Section 4 is the script to provide this program one-on-one, either face-to-face or one-on-one remotely online. Section 5 is the group script, the group protocol. You can provide your Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness program to a group face-to-face or online face-to-face. And that's the script for that, section 5. Section 6, these new remote online protocols. So you're able to provide your Vaping PPW program now, not just face-to-face individually in a group, but also live online individually to youth in a group, also by video, and then lastly, by telephone. And if there's any other way or challenge or need that you have for providing your program, remotely, let us know, and we'll be able to help you with that, either through our training and maybe even program or product development. Lastly, there are built-in evaluation materials. We'll look at all these. So let's take a very, very quick look. There's section 1, introduction. This is the same whether you have the high school version of the manual or the middle school version. Section 2 are those step-by-step directions for implementation. And again, we cover that in the training. So you have a program manual. You can order the manual. It's $4.99. Comes with the digital download. That's per instructor, and you can go at it and implement it. We highly recommend, but don't require it, the online 2-hour program implementer training. Really important, and that's $199. And so that's your investment in implementing this throughout your region and community. Is at $4.99 for the manual and download, $199 for the online training, and then you're ready to go and implement this to countless young people. Section 3 is the screening survey and goal plan. So here's the screening survey for the vaping PPW program at the high school level. The first question is asking about physical activity in the last year. Then there's a question about regular physical activity, 30 minutes, 4 or 5 times a week. Question 3 is about social norms about regular physical activity. Remember, we're linking the avoidance of e-cigarette use, vaping, with the promotion of protective wellness behaviors. So, question 4 is about eating a healthy breakfast every morning. Question 5, getting 8 or more hours of sleep. So we're addressing all of those wellness behaviors. Or again, as I said, if you look at the other side of those are chronic disease risk: unhealthy eating, inadequate sleep, sedentary lifestyle, all of those things, very, very common among young people, adolescents, and the young adults. So that's why we integrate all of these. So you have this holistic intervention. It doesn't just address vaping and the risks associated with vaping, but specifically vaping risks associated with not just health overall, but these healthy behaviors and desired images associated with them. So that's a little bit a broader, and again, as I said, more holistic intervention. It's much more of a positive youth development program. Prevention plus positive youth development. And then goal plan. Now, all of our Prevention Plus Wellness programs now have 2 options for goal plans. You can use this goal plan, which comes with the program, and then we have an optional goal plan, which is an online goal plan. So you can actually send youth a link and they can complete their goal plan online. So our goal plan has a number of components to it. There's recommendations for healthy behaviors, sleep, nutrition, physical activity, and avoiding e-cigarette use, but also other substances. In addition, identifying 1 or more protective wellness behaviors, very specifically identifying that behavior. What is it specifically? Measurably, put it in measurable terms, quantity, frequency. Signing it so that there's a cosign and sign so that it becomes a contract. Research shows that this increases motivation for change, very important, and very important concluding comments and the directions. So section 4 is the individual script, the one-on-one script. So your youth completes the screening survey about their health habits, and then based on their answers, you provide feedback to that youth individually, one-on-one, face-to-face or online. And so that's why the script shows that, well, if they answered yes to physical activity in the last year, you provide feedback that addresses that and recognizes that. Congratulations, you're getting physical activity. And then there'll be that content, those slides to show, you're gonna cue those positive images and desired benefits associated with that wellness behavior, which is physical activity last year. Then you're gonna show how e-cigarettes interferes with that behavior, physical activity, and the desired outcomes and images associated with that. But if that young person said, no, I didn't get physical activity, then you'd provide this response. Not a negative response, but that says, it looks like you're not getting getting a physical activity last year. Great opportunity to increase your how you feel, how you look, how you perform in school, in sports, in relationships. And so again, you're going to provide either one response, the green response, go, good, positive, or you're going to read the no response, higher risk, stop, warning. So that's the script, and it goes through all of the and addresses all of the behaviors on the screening survey. That's how Prevention Plus Wellness programs work, including the vaping PPW program. At the end of it, it'll say, at the end of your feedback, screening, feedback, goal setting, you will have the goal setting, and you'll have an opportunity to provide and walk young people through the goals. You've triggered those images, you've increased their desire to change behaviors. Remember, vaping PPW, all PPW programs are about increasing motivation for change and getting young people to initiate that change. There is some education, there is some information, particularly instructing and reminding young people what the relationships are among the substance use behaviors, in this case, e-cigarette use and wellness behaviors, but much more motivational in nature than educational. That's why it's a very one session, brief, powerful, motivational screening and brief intervention. Section 5 is the group script. So if you provide your Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness program to a group, face-to-face or online, this is the script you would follow. A little less tailored, obviously, feedback not tailored to each individual's youth, but still there's tailoring because each individual youth completes their own goal. First of all, completes their own screening survey and assesses their own status at the moment regarding their each and every one of their healthy habits, and then completes a tailored goal plan, tailored to their interests, their needs, their images as values in their life. And so there is definitely tailoring even in the group script. So here it is again, here's a script. You're providing feedback on each one of those behaviors that were screened: physical activity norms, breakfast and nutrition feedback, sleeping 8 or more hours feedback, and then obviously a little bit more feedback and more risks are addressed in the e-cigarette communication. You show slides and you provide that feedback. The slides are for the visual learner. Also, those we also provide images so that young people can see themselves in these positive and healthy images that are shown in the slides. However, you have an option to tailor those images if they don't represent your population. All of that is addressed in the 2-hour program implementer training. There's even an interactive exercise if you want to do a second session. So we do provide resources if you want to go beyond a single session with your youth. And that is all highlighted in the program implementer training as well. Then, as I said, we have now new protocols for implementing all PPW programs, including Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness. There's a protocol for providing it one-on-one online, protocol for providing it in a group online, protocol for implementing it by video. And there's, for some reason, maybe I have the older version right now, there is a script for providing it also by phone. I'm gonna have to double check that, make sure that I haven't missed that. Evaluation materials in your manuals include a scannable pre-test and post-test. You could have young people complete it with paper and pencil or pen, scan it, send it to us, we'll run a free analysis, but also, we also have it now online. So there's an actual link. You could send a link to young people. They can complete the pretest. You can do your vaping PPW lesson online, send them the link to the post-test, so you have the pre and post-test collected very efficiently. So you got the scannable pre and post-test, but you also have the online pre and post-test now. And then there's an instructor survey. It's a process measure, a fidelity checklist. So there's a number of evaluation tools built in to the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness program. Let me just show you a quick look at some of the slides. These are what the slides look like. You just follow the slides, you follow the script, very easy. Because they're scripted, it increases reliability and fidelity across implementer, across time. It doesn't matter if I implement it, if you implement it, if we implement it today or next week or next year, if you follow the script, it's going to be the same program, which is a good thing. And then if you follow the slides, it's very easy as well. So you can follow the slides, follow the script. For example, it says complete the health and fitness screen. You show the screening items. If you present this online, you could just simply have your youth answer these screening surveys on a blank sheet of paper as you walk them through them. And then there's a repeat of the screening survey question. There's feedback showing the slides. And you follow the script. Again, here's the second question. Again, the second question in the screening survey has to do with regular physical activity. You provide feedback. Now we've built in these discussion questions, so there's a little bit more interaction. Very important when you provide to a group or online. So here's where you want to get some feedback from those young people that you're presenting this to. Depending on your platform, whether you use Zoom or Google Classroom or whatever the case may be, there'll be options for interaction. And if you have a small group, it could be a verbal feedback. You can have them answer verbally. If it's a larger group, you can have them answer as you're going to be doing today on live chat. But nonetheless, you'll have some interaction, and we built in these discussion questions for that. And that's, I mean, just go through it. It's all beautifully laid out, very simple, and more interactive. And then recommendations for increasing wellness, not just avoiding e-cigarettes and other drugs, but again, getting these other healthy habits. Now complete your contract and your goal plan. We have the goal plan and contract also on an online version. So you can send your youth a link, they can go to it, and then they can complete that as well. But you could walk them through it. Definitely you should walk them through it during your presentation. So the point is you present the goal plan, you have them complete it while you present your lesson. And then if you want, you could send them a link so that they can go to that goal plan and complete it online, print out their own copy if they want to. So, I mean, there's some real advantages in terms of increased accountability and assessing fidelity and effectiveness if you present your lesson online, because we do have links to an online goal plan contract, and we have links to pre-post testing. So really good stuff we've built into the new versions of all Prevention Plus Wellness programs, but including the vaping PPW program. And then lastly, just very quickly, here's a copy of your high school version of the digital download. It's a PDF, includes your PowerPoint slides, but also all the reproducible materials. So here's your screening survey. You can make copies of that. Here's your pre-test, your scannable pre-test, your scannable your post-test, your goal plan. But then remember, you also have links to online pre-post tests and goal plans. And then you also have copies of your instructor survey and your fidelity checklist, and then your protocols for implementing it online, individually, and a group protocol for video, and there's that telephone protocol right there. Okay, I'm going to stop at this point and see if there are any questions or comments. So find your live chat option. And I see some people are also looking at Q&A. There's a Q&A. I'm going to pull that up and see if anybody had any questions. Does this include vaping other substances like marijuana? The focus of the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness program is the content focuses on e-cigarettes. So it's an e-cigarette use prevention plus wellness program. We also have, and we'll be presenting this in 2 days, by the way, same time, but what is today? Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to have an overview of our marijuana prevention plus wellness program. That's where we talk about vaping, eating, smoking, you know, drinking, marijuana, but two different programs. Vaping, PPW is about e-cigarette prevention plus wellness. The marijuana prevention plus wellness is obviously about marijuana. So thanks for that question. Excellent question. Let me see if there's any, that was in the Q&A section. And good morning to you. And thank you for joining us. And you guys are awesome. And it's a blessing to be talking with you who are making the difference in the lives of young people. And now more than ever, you're challenged because you're trying to figure out, you know, how can I reach youth and young adults in my community? So you really have extra work to do. I know it, I see it because my wife is a special ed teacher. She's had to, in the last 5 weeks, learn, in her case, in our area, Jacksonville, Florida, and Duval County, she's had to learn the Microsoft platform. So not only has to do her teaching and her work with ESE kids and supporting them, but she had to learn the platform, the Microsoft platform, and whatever platform you're going to learn, it's going to be for many of you at least, I think it'll be a steep curve. But once you learn it, this tool, in this case Zoom, is a marvelous, marvelous tool for providing essential communication and contact with your youth. If there's anything I could do to help in that regard, let me know. But we discussed this and tailor your training and your programming to allow you to be successful in providing, for example, vaping prevention plus wellness to youth online. And so they get that very critical communication. All right, let's take a look at, see if there are any questions or comments, and I'll answer them. I'm going to go back to make sure I didn't miss any and take the very first one. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, good morning. Thank you for joining us from wherever you're at across the country and even abroad. Elementary. Oh, okay. Somebody says, yes, elementary version would be helpful. I'm thinking about that, but if someone contacts me, and you could send me an email at info at preventionpluswellness.com. If you're serious about it and you can make a pre-order, say, hey, I'd like this. We'd like to order 1 copy, 2 copies. Then that'll motivate me to get it done ASAP. So let me know if you want to make that kind of commitment. That would motivate me to get that elementary school version of the vaping PPW program created. Let's see, will I be able to get a certificate for this training for my employer? Yeah, I'll send you a certificate, 30 minutes, half an hour, CEU, type your name in, print out a copy for your records. Yes, everybody who's registered will get a certificate, link to the recorded session. That's really it. And then I'll send you a link for next week, Tuesday's presentation of today's webinar in case you were not able to get in, or you want to share it with others and somebody else wants to view, because we were overbooked today. So thank you for asking that question. Does this include vaping, other substances? Answered that already. Thank you for asking that. Let's see, will we be able to see the results from our school on the link? Yes, I can, both for the pre-post test and for the goal plan. If you use the online goal plan, I could send your school, your organization, a customized link so that when your youth complete the pre-post test or they complete the goal plan, you will have that aggregated data, that group data, so that you can see how they're doing. How are they setting goals, and are they setting goals? And then also, you know, is there any change from the pre-test survey to the post-test survey? Great content. And I could set up your organization with a customized link, so just your data is separate from everybody else's. So that's definitely a good question. That's why we've developed this for you. Let me see. Let's see here. Next question is, if my agency purchases program, can all of my staff use this? Well, what happens is you get a manual, which is for one teacher. And then you get a digital download, so you can make copies and provide it to countless youth. You can share the manual, but you cannot copy it because it's copyrighted. So, I mean, you can order one manual and you can share it. So it's possible 2 or 3 people can use it, just not at the same time. If you have a budget and you really want more than one manual and you need to get within the budget, chat with me. I'll do whatever I can to help you to get what you need, and even provide some discount if we can from our end, so that you get the tools and then all of your instructors have something to present. So let me know if I can help in that regard. You could reach me at info at preventionpluswellness.com, or you can call me here at our number. Let me type it in here for you. Our number is 904-472-5022. That's our office number if you want to, and it's right on the screen there, if you want to contact me. You can also reach me from our website, preventionpluswellness.com. There's a little chat section in the lower right-hand screen. You could just click on that and send me a note. So great questions, everyone. I really appreciate the interaction. I have to leave for another webinar, but thank you so much. Well, thank you very much. Is there a fee for customizing data to your school? No, I mean, it's just, I will give you the customized link. Now, if you wanted to change the goal plan, if you wanted to change the screening survey, if it's a simple thing, I'll do it. If it takes my time, then I might need to charge you for that. But that's whatever you need, I'm happy to help and work with you on that. So thank you very much. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. If I missed something, please type it again. I hate that. I don't want to leave anybody out. If you have, again, a question, a comment about the Vaping Prevention Plus Wellness program, now's your chance. Don't wait. Find the chat link and type it in right now. Thank you. This was excellent. Thank you very much for that positive feedback. God bless you for all you do and for making a difference in the lives of youth and families where you work. Let's see here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. I'm just looking through the live chat and going back to them, making sure I didn't miss anything. All good questions, all good comments. So I don't think I missed anything. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to go to the end and make sure. It looks like there's one new message. Okay, so okay, here we go. Thank you very much. Looks like it's super user-friendly. Yes, it is. That's how we made it so it could be used and implemented widely to you. So let's see, have you gotten a youth perspective on this program? And how receptive are they to the program? So all I can tell you is that the program, this is a new version. So the vaping, all of our programs have been out for years. It started with the evidence-based sport prevention plus wellness program. We've been doing this full time after the development of the research-based and evidence-based sport prevention plus wellness program for youth, In Shape Prevention Plus Wellness program for young adults. We've been providing training and implementation for 11 years now, and the programs are used throughout the country, all 50 states, and in other countries. So it's been implemented to countless youth. We've had a translation of the sport program in Turkish and implemented in a study in Istanbul, Turkey, with positive outcomes. So, it emphasizes positive behaviors, positive images, and so it is highly. Let's put it this way: it's much more acceptable than just a risk-based message, particularly for older youth that have heard the prevention and risk-based messages. So families appreciate it, young people do, even funding agencies, because of the breadth. It's a positive youth development, a broader, more holistic intervention. So, I mean, if you want, I'm happy to send you a sample of the manual. You could look at it. The only way you're going to find out for your youth in particular is to test it out with your youth. But the good news is that in the training, we do instruct you on how to tailor your program images, some of the content even a little bit, if you need to, for your particular setting and a population. Okay, so that was a good question. Any other questions? I'm just going to wait another minute or so. Make sure that there's not any other questions. Find that live chat, click on it, and send me a note. If there's anything I could give you, provide you, you can go to our website, preventionpluswellness.com, and you could request a sample of the vaping PPW program in high school or middle school versions. Just click on the link on our website. And then send us a note. We could send you a redacted sample of the manual. In fact, I think I may include that with the follow-up for everybody, just so that they have a good chance to take a look at everything. All right, I think that's it. I don't see any other comments. So have a great day. I hope you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure you exercise, you eat well, you sleep during this stressful period of time for all of us. And if there's anything I can do to help you be productive and reach out to youth, particularly with this epidemic of e-cigarette vaping, let me know. I think our program is a good one to make a significant public health effect throughout your region. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.